Today we'll be learning about simultaneous equations. This is part 2 of simultaneous equations involving multiplication. As you see, I've put up an equation 3x plus y equals 7 and 5x minus 2y equals 8. I've started this question to show you to help you understand how to answer this question. Okay, I'll explain how I got this. So the first step is to number each equation, equation 1 and equation 2. So the only way for this to work was to multiply equation 1 by 2. So we get 6x plus 2y equals 14. So now we can cancel out the variable y after multiplying by 2. And then the next step was to add equation 1 and equation 2. Equation 1 and 2. When we added this, we got 11x equals 22, and then the next step was we solved for x. And I got 2 by going 11 divided by 11 to both sides, which cancels that out, and we're left with 2. Okay, so the next step is to substitute x equals 2 into either equation 1 or 2. Okay, sub x equals 2 into equation 1. So by the way, this is not equation 1, this is with the dash. This is equation 1. Okay, so every x we're going to put 2 instead of x. Okay, so 3 times 2 plus y equals 7. Okay, 3 times 2 is 6 plus y equals 7. Okay, the next step is that we have to bring 6 to the other side. By doing this, we're going to go minus 6 and minus 6 to both sides. Okay, so that cancels out. 6 minus 6 is gone. We're left with y. 7 minus 6, 1. Okay, so now we've found x equals 2 and y equals 1. So now the last step is to put it into coordinate form, which will look like this. 2 and 1. Okay, so now let's move on to another question. Okay, now let's move on to 2x plus y equals 14 and 5x minus 2y equals 26. Okay, the first step is to number each equation. So I'm going to number it 1 and 2. Okay, the next step, we're going to multiply equation 1 by 2. So equation 1 times 2. Okay, so now equation 1 is going to be multiplied by 2. So 4x plus 2y equals 28. And we're going to name this 1 with a dash. Okay, so now the next step is to go equation 2 plus 1, or equation 1 plus 2. So we're going to do equation 1 plus 2 with the dash. So we need to add the dash. Okay. So 5x plus 4x gives us 9x. This cancels out. Minus 2y plus 2y cancels out. And we're going to go 26 plus 28, which gives us 54. Okay, now we have to remove 9. So by doing this, we're going to divide it by 9 to both sides. That cancels out. And we're left with x equals 6. Okay, the next step is to substitute x equals 6 into equation 1. So sub x equals 6 into 1. Okay, so 2 times 6 plus y equals 14. 2 times 6 is 12 plus y equals 14. Okay, Now we have to remove 12 from the left hand side and bring it to the right hand side. Okay, oh wait, we're going to go minus 12 to both sides. That cancels out. 14 minus 12 is 2. Last step is to put it into coordinate form, which will look like this: 6 and 2. Okay, now let's move on to another equation. Okay, now let's do x plus 2y equals 8. And let's do 2x plus 5y equals 11. Okay, I'm going to number the equation. Okay, so now as we've numbered the equation, we're going to multiply equation 1 by 2. But this time, we're going to cancel out... Oh, you're right, like this. Okay, this time we're going to cancel out x. So by doing this, we're going to multiply equation 1 by 2. So 2x plus 4y equals 16. And now we're going to name this equation 1 with a dash. Okay. So now the next step we're going to do is equation 2 minus 1 with the dash. So equation 2 minus 1 with the dash. Okay, 2x minus 2x cancels out, so that's gone. So we're left with 5y minus 4y, which is y, 11 minus 16 minus 5. Okay, now we have to substitute x equals minus 5 into equation 1. Sub y equals minus 5 into 1. Okay, so x plus 2 minus 5, 2 times minus 5 equals 8. Okay, so now we open this up. So 2 times negative 5 is minus 10 equals 8. Okay, I'll write it like this. It's more easier. So the next step is now we have to solve for x. So by doing this, we're going to go plus 10 to both sides to cancel out minus 10 from the left hand side. So if we do something to one side, we have to do it to the other side, as you see. 8 plus 10 gives us 18. Okay, the last step is to write it into coordinate form. So x is always first, 18 and minus 5. Okay, now let's move on to one more question. So now let's do x plus 3y equals 10. So 3x plus 7y equals 24. Okay, so the next step, so the first step is to number each equation, equation 1 and equation 2. Okay, this time we're going to times it by 3 to cancel out x. So equation 1 times by 3, 3x plus 9y equals 30. Okay, so now we're going to do equation 2 minus 1. Oh, yeah, okay. So equation 2 minus 1. So 3x minus 3x cancels out. 7y minus 9y minus 2y. 24 minus 30 minus 6. Okay. And then we're going to divide by 2. Oh, okay. Divide by 2 to cancel that out. And we do that to the other side. Okay, minus 6 divided by minus 2 gives us 3. Okay, we're going to sub y equals 3 into equation 1. Okay, so now every y is going to be 3. So we're left with this. So x plus 9 equals 10. Okay. So now the last step is to get rid of y from the left hand side. By doing this, we're going to do minus 9 to both sides. This cancels out. 9 minus 9 equals 0, so that's gone. And then we did that to the other side. So x equals 10 minus 9 is 1. Okay, so now we write into the coordinate form, 1 and 3. Okay, thank you for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video on simultaneous equations for multiplication. Bye.